Attention everyone. If you hold dual citizenship or you're planning to become a dual citizen, what I'm about to tell you could completely change your legal status in February 2026. The United States is making major changes to dual citizenship laws that could affect millions of people worldwide. And if you don't know about these changes, you could lose fundamental rights, face severe financial penalties, or miss critical compliance deadlines that could jeopardize everything. We're talking about mandatory registration requirements, enhanced reporting obligations, potential loss of citizenship in certain circumstances, and aggressive enforcement mechanisms that will impact dual citizens in ways we haven't seen before. This isn't a minor policy adjustment. This is a fundamental restructuring of how the United States government tracks, monitors, and regulates individuals who hold citizenship in multiple countries. Stay with me, because this is breaking news you absolutely cannot afford to miss. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, and today we're covering one of the most significant immigration policy updates in recent years. The dual citizenship law changes coming in February 2026 are going to impact dual citizens across all categories, green card holders who are seeking citizenship, and anyone with family ties to multiple countries. Whether you were born with dual citizenship, acquired it through marriage, or naturalized as a United States citizen while keeping your original nationality, these sweeping changes will affect you directly. So let's dive deep into everything you need to know to protect your status and your rights. Let me start by explaining what dual citizenship actually means under current US law. The United States recognizes dual citizenship, which means you can legally be a citizen of the US and another country simultaneously. Unlike some countries that require you to formally renounce your previous citizenship when you naturalize, the United States has generally taken a permissive approach to dual nationality. However, and this is absolutely crucial to understand, the US has always maintained that when you're on American soil, you're considered an American citizen first and foremost. You must use your US passport to enter and exit the United States. You must pay US taxes on your worldwide income, regardless of where that income is earned, and you're subject to all US laws, including potential military draft registration requirements if applicable. Now, February 2026 brings significant and far-reaching changes to how dual citizenship is recognized, reported, and managed by federal authorities. Before we dive into the 10 major changes, please subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss critical updates that could affect your legal status. The first major change coming in February 2026 is the new dual citizenship registration requirement. Starting February 1st, all United States citizens who hold citizenship in another country will be required to register their dual citizenship status with the Department of Homeland Security through a new online portal system. This is completely unprecedented. Previously, there was no formal requirement to notify the US government that you held another citizenship unless you were applying for security clearances or certain government positions. Now it becomes mandatory for everyone without exception. You'll need to provide detailed information about which other countries you're a citizen of, your passport numbers from those countries, whether you've served in foreign militaries, and whether you've held foreign government positions. The registration deadline is 6 months from February 1st, which means you have until August 1st, 2026 to comply. Failure to register could result in substantial penalties, including fines up to $5,000 and potential complications with passport renewals, security clearances, and even naturalization applications for your family members. The second critical change involves dramatically enhanced reporting requirements for dual citizens working in sensitive fields. If you're a dual citizen working for the federal government, in defense contracting, in intelligence agencies, in critical infrastructure, or in positions requiring security clearances, the requirements are getting much stricter. Starting February 2026, you'll need to report not just your own dual citizenship, but also the foreign citizenship status of immediate family members, including parents, siblings, spouses, and children. You'll need to disclose any financial accounts, property ownership, or business interests in your other country of citizenship. And you'll be required to report any contact with foreign government officials from your other country of citizenship, even if it's routine or social in nature. The third major change affects dual citizens and their international travel patterns. Starting February 2026, US Customs and Border Protection will be implementing enhanced screening procedures specifically for dual citizens, particularly those traveling frequently between the United States and their other country of citizenship. The new system will automatically flag dual citizens who spend extended periods, more than 6 months per year, outside the United States, especially if that time is spent in their other country of citizenship. While this doesn't automatically change your citizenship status, it could trigger additional questioning at ports of entry and potentially impact future applications for bringing family members to the US or sponsoring relatives for green cards. Immigration officers will have direct access to the new dual citizenship registry and will be able to see your complete travel patterns across both passports. The fourth significant change involves tax reporting and compliance requirements for dual citizens. The IRS has always required US citizens to report worldwide income regardless of where they live, but enforcement is getting dramatically more aggressive in 2026. The Treasury Department is implementing new information sharing agreements with dozens of countries, which means foreign banks and tax authorities will be automatically sharing information about accounts held by US citizens directly with the IRS. The Foreign Bank Account Report, known as FBAR, requirements aren't changing substantively, but enforcement is ramping up dramatically. If you have more than $10,000 in foreign financial accounts at any time during the year, you must file an FBAR. Failure to file can result in penalties of $10,000 per violation per year. The new change in 2026 is that the Dual Citizenship Registry will be systematically cross-referenced with FBAR filings and tax returns. The fifth area of change concerns dual citizenship and military service obligations. Some countries require their citizens to perform compulsory military service, and if you're a dual citizen, you might technically be subject to those requirements even while living in the United States. Starting February 2026, the State Department is implementing strict new policies regarding dual citizens and foreign military service. If you're a dual citizen and you voluntarily serve in a foreign military, especially in a combat role or as an officer, you could face potential loss of US citizenship. The new policy shifts the burden of proof. If you serve in a foreign military, you'll be presumed to have intended to relinquish citizenship unless you can prove otherwise. The sixth change involves dual citizenship and the naturalization process for new citizens. If you're currently a green card holder planning to apply for US citizenship, there are important changes in February 2026 regarding what happens to your original citizenship. Starting February 2026, during naturalization ceremonies, immigration officers will explicitly inform new citizens about their obligations regarding dual citizenship, including the new registration requirement, tax obligations, and travel requirements. New citizens will receive comprehensive written materials explaining that if they maintain their previous citizenship, they must register it within 30 days of naturalization. Some countries automatically terminate your citizenship when you naturalize elsewhere, while others allow you to keep it. The seventh critical area involves dual citizenship and political participation in foreign countries. US law doesn't prohibit dual citizens from voting in foreign elections or participating in foreign political processes. However, starting February 2026, dual citizens who hold or run for political office in a foreign country could face enhanced scrutiny and potential citizenship consequences. If you're a dual citizen and you're elected to a foreign legislature, appointed to a foreign government position, or work as a foreign diplomat, the State Department will review whether your actions constitute an intent to relinquish US citizenship. The eighth change affects dual citizen children and families. Many US citizens don't realize that their children born abroad might automatically have dual citizenship. Starting February 2026, when you apply for a consular report of birth abroad or a US passport for a child born overseas, you'll be required to disclose whether the child has or is eligible for citizenship in another country. Parents will be responsible for registering their children's dual citizenship status and keeping it updated. The ninth area of change involves dual citizenship and immigration benefits for family members. If you're a US citizen sponsoring family members for green cards or immigrant visas, your dual citizenship status may now be a significant factor in processing times and scrutiny levels. Starting February 2026, if you're a dual citizen petitioning to bring a spouse, parent, child, or sibling to the United States, immigration officers will consider your travel patterns, residential history, and ties to your other country of citizenship when evaluating whether the immigration benefit should be approved. The 10th and final major change concerns dual citizenship and renunciation procedures. While these new requirements might seem restrictive, the US government is also streamlining the process for those who want to renounce either their US citizenship or their foreign citizenship. Starting February 2026, the State Department is implementing a mandatory counseling session before renunciation appointments where they'll explain all the consequences. Now, let me give you practical action steps. First, mark your calendar for the registration deadline of August 1st, 2026. Second, gather all your documents, including all passports, citizenship certificates, and naturalization documents. Third, review your tax compliance thoroughly. Fourth, if you work in a sensitive field, talk to your security officer about how these changes might affect you. Fifth, if you travel frequently, start documenting your US ties comprehensively. Sixth, if you have children with dual citizenship, understand your registration obligations. Seventh, if you're planning to naturalize, understand you'll need to register your previous citizenship within 30 days. Eighth, consider consulting with an immigration attorney for complex situations. In summary, the February 2026 dual citizenship law changes bring mandatory registration requirements, enhanced reporting for sensitive positions, increased travel scrutiny, aggressive tax enforcement, new policies on foreign military service, greater transparency in the naturalization process, attention to foreign political participation, tracking of dual citizen children, consideration in family immigration cases, and streamlined renunciation procedures. These changes reflect evolving national security priorities and the government's desire for better tracking of individuals with ties to multiple countries. While dual citizenship remains legal and valuable, it comes with increased responsibilities and compliance obligations. The key to navigating these changes successfully is to stay informed, register on time, maintain proper documentation, comply with tax obligations, and seek professional help when needed. Thank you so much for watching. This is critical information that every dual citizen needs to know. Please hit that like button and share this video with friends, family members, and anyone else who holds dual citizenship. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important updates as implementation details emerge over the coming months. Drop a comment below telling me if you're a dual citizen, which countries you're a citizen of, and whether you have concerns about these changes. I read every comment and I'll try to address common questions in future videos. Stay informed, stay compliant, and protect your status. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.